Our trip north, first stop's going to be Paul and Tisha's place. We're going to have to make our way up slowly because there's still a couple of days before we can cross the tidal creek up there. The big seas and the huge amount of rain has put a dampen only for a couple of days. So first day we're going to spend here at Tisha's. The kids might do some motorbike riding and swim in the pool. But I've flipped Bullet Truck around, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to get preparations ready for next year. We've got the new housing ready. We just got to strip this one out, and what I'll do, I'll stop here on the way home and bring it home with me, get that ladder bar bracket off, get the shock brackets off, and at least weld them up for next time we come up where we can fit it all back up. So this diff wouldn't have been any good for too much longer. So there's a chip missing there, and then a chip pretty much the opposite corner. So not only now do we need to put it in a housing with standard holes, but we also need to find a crown wheel. Okay, that would have been when it was bouncing up that hill and landing on its bum, just the bounce. So because we can't still get across the crossing, we pulled in Arrawarra Caravan Park. Nicholas has found some mates. Is that a family? Nice. So they got water slides here. It's actually not even raining. Concrete pads for the van. So we're not in mud at the moment. And we'll see what the weather's going to do, whether or not we cross tomorrow or the next day. What's that, mate? Oh, so that's a family. It's cool. So we've decided to go in today without the caravan, and what we'll do, we'll set up the Oz tent in there and leave all the supplies. This is just the dirt road going in now. Problems with soft sand today. It's been compacted really nicely with all the rain.
No, God. That went up to our water. It went up to our
beautiful day out here. Okay, we're hitting the beach. Yeah, there's not much of a hill, everything's flattened out. A couple of big washaways I'm expecting.
No.
Look at this, looks like Fraser Island. Look at this cutaway.
It's a river.
Wow. How deep that is.
We'll have to go through it.
Where did Old Mate cross? We do have to go through it.
Seriously? Seriously?
Yeah.
This is what you pick for a river?
Wow, this was low tide. I'm not used to driving up this high. We're normally way down the bottom there, so it just shows that the tides are quite big at the moment. Wonder what the creek's going to look like. No hill here either. It's going to be easy getting the van in. First gear low range. We're going to try and find the track for a Alright, wait there and I'll have a look up here. This is going to be way deep, see here? And it's flowing, so it's not that way. Deep through here too. All right, we've brought her across there. She's gonna have to go slow. Just sit it in that corner. Swing it. It's a tricky one. We haven't seen, we can't, there's tie marks here. All right, jump up on that bank. Yep. Yeah, straight across. Let me get in front. Nice. Hello, mate. All right, we got to unload all this stuff and cross back across. All right, so we got all our gear set up and we're about to head back across the creek. We'll be back tomorrow with a van, but that's a low tide. So she's swollen out there. All set up. Got everything off. Okay, so it's come up quite a lot in that 1 hour. Slow it down. Okay, she's out. Now she's going to turn. Left hand. Okay, head to me. Keep it left hand, straight up. Good work. Nice driving, Mum. So what, we've been in here an hour and a half, and this is the creek where we would get fresh water from if we were desperate for shower water. And all the rains have opened this channel up.
Well, look where the washaway was before, Dan. It was up there. All the way up the top there.
All right, kids, be careful. We've passed the danger part for today, where we're across the furthest point out. So we just got the sand to drive through now and the dirt road. And we'll be back tomorrow with the van. But the water's come in real quick. This washaway is a bit of a worry with the van on the back. You can imagine having to cross now and having to pull the van up that vertical shelf there. Kids are having a play. We have some brekkie here. Another mod I did from the last time that we were away is I put an Anderson plug on the Engel fridge wire, just purely because I've had a lot of trouble earlier with the cigarette type plug popping out when we're running it in the tray. In comes the salt water. The sides are collapsing. Oh, did that collapse? Oh, there we go. I got the one next to you. Let's go! Well, we'll leave here today. Say bye to our mates. See you, mate, you can't come in. So we'll fill these 3 20-litre jerrys. This is our shower water while we're on the beach. We'll fill them up here to really test out the rear bar this dirt road in. I copped a lot of criticism for making up this rear bar. A lot of people were a bit sceptical on whether or not it would work, whether I'd gone in far enough with the gussets, how it would tow, what it would do with the weight situation. But I always knew I would only ever fill these jerrys up, you know, right at the last point where there'd be no water after. So I was always only ever going to tow a short distance. But, you know, some seasons when we're in drought, I've had to drag water from home. But I felt that it worked really well. Again, we're rushing for a tide again. So we can't muck around, we've got to get on the beach. I'm gonna get wet. Yeah, looking like the weather today is not that great, unfortunately, but the forecast looks good. So we're looking forward to some sun. Hopefully all the rain is behind us. She's doing a good job. That's first gear low range today. So this is what low tide should be like, not like yesterday or the last crossing we did in the video. She'll do a right hand down here and come up and sit on that bank. It's actually quite a lot deeper here. Well, it's not too deep, but it's salt water, so you don't want it on the truck if you don't need it. So while it was flooded, this hump was underwater, so you basically had to guess it, which was like our exit yesterday. But then she's got to cut across this channel here, which has got a bit of water in it. So that's where you don't want the salt water. That's not even touching the rim, that's the deepest part, that's good driving. Nice turn. So we'll end part 2 here. Part 3, we're going to be setting up camp. You'll get a look at where we're camping. Paul and Tish pop in for a few days and we go out and grab a Christmas tree together. Lots of camp oven cooking. And once again, thanks for watching.